Yeah. Um. Yeah, but anyways, let's start. Let's start. Let's let's start this off right, man. You are now listening to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Bang bang.
I'm your boy Dame Dollar.
It's your boy Sxmmnz.
And we're here, with an episode. Basically going to enlighten you on some thought-provoking things, some hip-hop things. Everything is based in hip-hop for us. It's the foundation.
True life.
So we're going to hit you with some real-life conversations, some hip-hop conversations, some enlightening conversation, and then just some conversations that just might be all over the place, but it should be super entertaining for y'all.
Yeah, because we got some of that good whiskey in the red cup, so this might be a little entertaining. So yeah.
The liquor in the red cup always tastes better.
Yeah, so that good. I don't want to be getting sued. That yak yandos. That yak yandos. Don't want to get sued out here.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we even started, we was talking about some stuff. You know how you go to a concert and whatnot, and you buy the ticket online. Mm-hmm. And then I was looking at this concert, whatever, this comedy show, and it was like $62 per ticket, or that was like the cheapest one. It's Christmas, I got kids, so I'm being cheap right now.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what, should I do this? I got some bills coming up. The first is right around the corner and all that good stuff. So I was like, let me see what this looked like. It went from 62. You thinking like it's gonna be 120 something for 2 tickets or whatever. So I go check let me see this. That shit jumped up to 164. So it was on some shit where they had a transaction fee, a handler fee. They be having some bullshit ass fees. They be trying to hit you with the tax.
The prices look good until they throw them tax in on you.
It was like the tourist fee.
It's not affordable.
The cushion on the chair seat. Hell no, bro. Y'all gotta calm down with that shit.
No, man.
We gotta stop with that shit.
Everybody trying to. We live in a capitalistic society, so you already know they gonna get theirs. But
they trying to get it. Man, it's like, bro, come on, you just throw it on the website, and then everything's automated. You really got to charge that fee. Right. You already getting the fee for charging us to come there.
It's not like a person doing the transaction.
Yeah, and it's it's not even like it's $2. When I was looking at this shit, it was 2 separate fees. One was like $15.
Wow.
And then the other was like $4 or some shit like that. I was like, nigga, if y'all knock it the fuck off.
They trying to make their money on the back end. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That was some bullshit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers on. Y'all gotta stop, relax.
Right. Well, speaking of concerts, man, 2000, what year we in? 2018 going to 2019? 2018 was a good year for me, man, when it came to concerts.
Yeah.
I went to the Champion Tour. I went to J-Rocks Redemption Tour.
Mm-hmm.
I even went to the what's that one that we went to at
the West Fest?
The West Fest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though that one was longer than a bitch.
Hell yeah. That shit was 8 hours. Nigga, I felt like I should have got paid being there.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was dope because a lot of legends came out.
Yeah.
And it was like the beginning of Nipsey album release, whatever. He was about to start his tour.
Yeah.
And he was like the last one. I'm like, bro, you probably shouldn't have went last.
No, you know what I thought it was? It was a couple of artists that they had. I'm not going to say no names because I don't want disrespect and ruffle nobody's feathers.
Yeah.
But it was a couple artists that were not West Coast legends.
Oh, yeah. They had some cats up in there that was upcoming artists and some that's up to date, like of the new school.
Yeah, but we could have done without, though. I believe those took up a lot of time.
Yeah, that was...
Because Nipsey came on, almost 11 o'clock at night?
He was the last act, and people... and this no shade of Nipsey. I fuck with him. His CD was probably, if not the best, it's one of the best. Top 5 of this year.
Yes.
I was waiting to see him, and I was like, damn, this nigga way at the end. I'm like, nigga, this shit... I'm tired, niggas.
And the weed smoke in the building?
That's what fucked it up.
My God.
That's what fucked it. Niggas up in there drinking. We already had some Hennessy going and shit. But I don't smoke.
Whoa.
So I'm like, people up in there just blowing crazy smoke.
Cheech
so
and Chong.
hell yeah. So
yeah.
niggas getting like crossfaded and some more shit. So I was like, oh damn. Like by the time we left, nigga, I was ready to go to sleep. I was like,
word, man.
Oh, this ain't going.
Nah, yeah.
But it's like, I know now moving forward, when you got anything that's supposed to be West Coast related hip hop,
yeah. If it ain't outdoors, you about to get smoked
to get
out.
high. Expect to get high.
They gonna hotbox it. Yeah.
So that's what that shit was. But it was dope. I think that was like the only concert I went to this year. I know you was out there.
Oh, I was out there moving and grooving, man. But I stuck. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I'm a fan of the TDE product.
Yeah. Most definitely.
So a lot of the concerts that I went to was TDE based. I want to say that the best performer that I saw this year, outside of Kendrick, was Schoolboy Q. Before I seen Schoolboy Q at the Champion Tour in Inglewood at the Forum, I was a fan of Schoolboy Q, but I had not been listening to him for a minute. Yeah. I have all of his mixtapes, all of his albums and stuff.
He went on a little hiatus.
But when he came out for that Champion Tour, J-Rock was not there. They gave him an hour. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way this man about to hold down his set and J-Rock's set.
Yeah.
Boy, when I talk about Schoolboy Q got hits, he got stage presence.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he's one of those artists that has his own pocket, like his own sound.
Yeah.
Like it's not that oven baked music that you hear now. Not oven baked microwave music that you hear nowadays. Yeah. Everybody doing the same stuff, and that's cool. It's meant for what it's meant for. But like the whole TDE camp, they all have their own identity.
They're very
unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't sit up here and say he sound like that. J-Rock sound like Schoolboy.
Yeah. Well, it's like Joe Budden said. He said that TDE still runs their record label like the old school record labels used to do. Well, they take a talent and they develop that talent, and then they put that
artist
talent
development. They don't do that nowadays. That's why you be seeing some of these young cats up in interviews looking weird as fuck. Like they don't know how to respond, answer the questions. Like they don't know when something is a trick, when they're trying to lead you into like slipping up and saying some shit to get headlines. Like,
but then that goes back to what you're talking about, the microwave thing. A lot of these record labels, they're trying to get a quick buck out of these artists. Whether they're a one-hit wonder or not, and that's why a lot of rappers end up getting caught up in being a sound and not an artist. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's exactly what it is, man. Because they don't put some of these guys they're not ready, they're not truly developed, and they just throw them out there like your boy 6ix9ine. I feel like there's so much going on with him, but I feel like as an artist, I don't listen to his music, but I've heard little snippets and little stuff and little things like that. And he has great beat selection. Yeah. His beat selection is very high up tempo and all that. Yeah. That's perfect for touring.
He makes energy music.
Yeah. And that's perfect for the gym. That's perfect for the club, and that's perfect for touring. Because when people go to a concert, they want to be entertained. They want to get up. So that's great for that. But when you listen to his bars, they ain't there, champ.
Yeah. Like we know, like it's certain cats you go to get bars, and you go to certain cats to get just that vibe for what you're looking for. So 6ix9ine per se isn't somebody that I listen to. Right. I'm not going to say that he's trash or nothing. He's just not what I prefer.
It's not my cup of tea.
You know
well, you know what? I had an issue because I felt like he was dissing the whole Southern California. And you know what I'm saying? I rock with the home team. So I had an issue with some of the stuff that he said. But
he was saying a whole lot of shit. So
you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he's a professional troll.
Yeah. I mean, that's how he made his name. And it's like, he knew that. Mm-hmm. Everybody else knew that. So it was just like, after a while, it was just like, you start toning it out. Like, all right, we know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because he even said, I think he had called out 50. I remember 50 was saying something. It was like, basically saying like, 50 was like, yo, like, why you moving kind of crazy?
Yeah,
He's like, but you used to run out here
the same way.
But the thing is with 50,
teach you how to rob.
People believe 50, like the way 50 was moving, he believed that he was about that life.
That was the difference.
6ix9ine, he came off more so trolling type. Yeah. And it's just like, when it comes down to shooting the fade,
No, we are, and like I said,
you gonna be afraid, like you know what I mean. So it's just like it is what it is,
and that's what kind of what I want to get into, because you said that the difference between him and 50, because 50 took a liking to him.
Yeah.
50 said he could see himself in him, but the thing that you gotta understand is that, like you said, with 50 Cent. Especially 50 Cent came up during like the golden era for us coming up.
Yeah.
So we believe that 50 Cent was about what he was talking about, the whole G unit, the what they rapped about, what they did, and even behind the scenes, the things that went down. People were getting shot by security guards at 50 and stuff. This is documented.
You know
like
what I mean?
it was really going down with people. Even his beef with Murder Inc. 50 had end up what's his name, Black Child or whatever, end up stab somebody from G Unit. It was
the thing
real.
is, like between the 90s and up to like the beginning of 2000s, shit was real, especially in the 90s. Yes, you could have got away with anything because there was no Instagram, no phone, no camera phones and shit like that. So up to like the early stages of 2000, like people were still out here being reckless, thinking they can start doing shit, and then Instagram started coming around. Twitter.
Once World Star got it popping, that's when everybody started taking their phones out.
Back then, like people was out here just like
they was doing
it was the Wild Wild West.
Right, and the beautiful thing about it was like different platforms, like how we have a podcast, radio stations, Shade 45. Yeah. That's where people tuned in, because that's when you were going to get the real hey, check this out. At the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to let y'all know that it went downstairs between, 50 Cent and the game. And, it was...
Disc records was coming out.
Disc records were coming out.
Like, tune in, we got that new Woo
it was live. You know what I'm saying?
And that's when, like, shit was like... It was hella entertaining. Without being like corny,
right?
You know what I mean? Because a lot of shit, you be like, people have beef nowadays. Like, y'all niggas ain't right. Y'all not about to do shit. Like, go sit down. Like, go write us.
Yeah. And that's why with the 6ix9ine thing, I never took him serious.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? When he was claiming to be a blood, I can't take him serious. You gotta understand. For the people listening, we're from Southern California.
Yeah.
Or better yet, the state of California.
Yeah.
You can go from San Diego all the way up to the top of the map, and you will find a gang or some type of crew, something in California. It's a part of how we grew up. It's a part of how we were raised. You have Bloods, Crips, Essays, the Cambodian gang, the Asians gangs. You have all of these things here in California. This is what we do.
It's a gumbo pot out
here. You understand what I'm saying? So
everybody
when you start
gang banging, like a lot of people that gang banging from that culture.
And so when you see somebody from another state, especially a state like New York, where we listen to New York hip hop to get something different from our everyday. Yeah. Because most rappers from out here, they either a Crip or a Blood, or they're affiliated some type of way. Yeah. So when I seen this kid, talking about blood this, blood that, Treyway this, Treyway that, I couldn't take him serious.
I was like, okay. Number one, he had issues with Casanova. Yeah, that's a whole different story. Yeah, Casanova, he was fresh out, like he was ready to body shit. Yeah. So people had to calm him down. But like you just seen this guy, I'm like, nigga, like. Yeah, I'm like blood this, blood that. Trey, I'm like, where is Trey? Like, I heard so many different stories about the Treyway name. Yeah, I'm like, it's I don't know, like if y'all feed into that, if it's, I don't know,
if it's something
let us know in the comments if it is actually something out there. Yeah, but from the knowledge that the information that we received, this is something that was made up.
I thought Treyway was his the name of his manager. So I was like, this man's banging his manager's name.
I was like, that's kind of weird. I like coming from Cali where gang banging, it started. Yeah, we were like, like I don't know. That's how that shit works.
That's not how.
And I got a lot of motherfuckers around me that I know that's from that cloth.
It don't work like that.
So I was like, that don't. Yeah. And so then it was like, then come to find out, he was like, what'd he say? He basically said it was something they made up. But I don't know if that was to save face in front of the feds and all that stuff.
I was, and if it is, look, you guys have to understand, man. If it really is made up so that because he has a real life court case. He's facing 32 years, maximum
he's
25.
real time.
He's talking about looking at time.
Yeah, real time.
I understand his lawyers coming out and telling him you need to renounce the gang, you need to get as far away from it as you want to. But the truth of the matter is, social media.
Yeah.
These kids are telling on themselves. The era that I come from, you're not allowed to talk. If you put in work with somebody, y'all never talk about it after that time.
It never happened.
It never happened.
It never happened.
It never happened.
Now
they videotape,
take a picture like
on their way
here.
On their way here, they got the gun in their hand. They like, yeah, we looking for the ops.
Basically, it's like, come arrest me, officer.
Exactly.
Come arrest. I'm a suspect. Come arrest.
Come arrest me.
Like, that's basically what you're doing.
Exactly.
And this is the thing, because a lot of people out here they trying to chase attention, clout, quote unquote clout.
I hate that word. Leave that in 2018. Come up with something else.
Chasing attention, like everybody's chasing after likes and the appeal in front of the people so they can get some traction and be like, oh, I'm popular type shit. It's like being a cool kid in school.
Yes,
we gotta stop that shit because people going about some bullshit way.
Yeah.
Like, people keep on trying to make excuses for old boy. I get it, he was young. When you're young, you do dumb shit. But I'm like, let's keep it 100,000.
Yeah,
that nigga was grown.
Yes.
He wasn't just 8. He wasn't 18, 19. He was in his 20s.
And
I think it's like 20,
he's 22.
22. So it's like you could have even gave him some leeway up to 21 to make some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Even at 22, you gonna do some stupid shit. But it's just some shit that's just common sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like.
Let me ask you this: when did 22 still be considered a child? Because when we were 22, they was like, y'all niggas is grown.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's not. And people try to write that shit off. I see it time and time over and over. Like, he's young. And I totally understand when you're young, you do stupid shit, even in your early 20s.
Yes.
But the shit that was taking place was kind of fell in the category from the 15 to 18 category.
Yeah.
I'm like, at some point, and then at the same time, like, in his defense, maybe he didn't have nobody to show him better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
the lack of a father figure, the lack of just male role models.
Yeah, he probably didn't have somebody to guide him and take his hand like, yo, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. But going against him again, there was a lot of motherfuckers saying, yo, you moving out here kind of crazy.
And he ain't listen.
He refused to listen. Like, Fat Joe sat him down like, look, I went through the ringer. I was out here thinking I can still do street shit up in the industry. It don't work that way.
It don't work like that. There is a microscope on you.
Yeah.
The hip hop police are real.
And it's like, bro, like if you got this opportunity to change your life and people around you by making music and leaving some of the bullshit behind. I'm not saying don't get turned on when it's necessary.
Right.
Sometimes
you have to.
Sometimes you just have to.
Yeah.
But don't go out there and curating the circumstances for a turn up.
It's like Nipsey Hussle said. And this is the difference between an actual West Coast gangster and somebody who is portraying the gang bang. Because when I say West Coast gangster, I'm talking about the blood crip culture, because this boy, 6ix9ine, he was claiming to be a blood, and their culture is different from ours. They're claiming New York is a whole different ball game. We take it a little more serious out here, and Nipsey said, with us, it's about your day ones, people that you grew up with, the circle that you're around. So when those are the people that you're around, you realize that if I'm out here acting reckless, I'm putting some of my loved ones, cousins, day ones in danger. You understand what I'm saying? No, and that's 100% the truth. That's like when we go out, I owe you a responsibility that I keep my head cool. Now we might run into a situation that's out of our hands. And then we got to do what we got to do. You understand what I'm saying?
That's when the turn up is necessary.
That's when the turn up is necessary.
Like, to be honest, and I'm not even 100% sure, but I don't even think it's a what's the word? A criteria as far as like a regional thing. Yeah. As far as these cats that's doing the stupid shit, I think it's probably like this new. If you look at this younger generation, They moving a whole lot different than what we was taught and how we was doing. And that goes like across all the United States.
It does, but then we got to look at it like this. We owe them these conversations. Yeah, what we're saying right now, we owe them this conversation.
But this is the thing. And people, I guess maybe in some circumstances they will say like, okay, we wasn't trying to, we will get out here and do what we do. Right. And not tell them like, you know what I mean? We didn't give them conversations or whatever the case may be, but maybe it was just my situation and people around me. The older motherfuckers was over here telling like, go to school. You're gonna regret it if you don't. Yeah. Don't be out in the streets. You're gonna regret it. Like you get it's only jail or the castle. Yeah,
by the time the way I came up, like I said, everybody pretty much know I knew my father, but I didn't have a father figure. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? He was hit and miss a lot throughout my life until I moved to the IE Rialto San Bernardino area where I started to build like a relationship with him. That it didn't work out, but by the time words of wisdom came from an older person, I had already been set in my ways with the streets. Yeah. Like, hey, this is what it is. This is the loyalties that I made my bonds with, this, that, and the third. So I understand having an absentee parent and how, especially as a boy, not having a father figure, the game banger, the drug dealer, the pimp, those are the guys who they prey upon you and they give you that sense of how a father would pat you on the back, right? Yeah. They give you that, but in the wrong way. You disrespecting the women, getting money from women, this, that, and the other. The pimp is going to be like, yeah, young brother, that's how you do it. Mm-hmm. The game banger going to say, I see you out here putting in work. That's how you do it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So those are going to be your influences because you want to have that gratification of there's somebody who is proud of me. So I understand how you get caught up in the streets.
That's a good perspective to look from it. Yeah. Sometimes like you don't have that person saying like good job. Yes. And like, you know what I mean? It's like motivating you to stay on the right path or whatever. So it's like,
so if it's the bad influence telling you with the bullshit that you're doing, good job, we all want to feel that gratification of I'm doing good. So you continue to do the bullshit because the circle that you're in is the one that's molding you. So I believe that 6ix9ine issue is that he's never had a father figure. He didn't have that person. No mentor, so he didn't have no mentor. And the people who are around him were the Treyway, the 9 Train Bloods. And those are the people, and I'm not even sure, honest to God, I think he was telling the guys the honest truth when he said that this is basically for the music. Yeah, I really believe that he said, I want to make this money, I want to get rich, and I'm going to just roll with whatever you guys are saying, or whatever you guys are doing. Because those transcripts is crazy. Them brothers talk about they gonna kill that dude or super violate, super duper. I don't know who say super duper, but that's their lingo on the East Coast.
It's a whole lot of it's a whole lot going on with that situation. Yeah. All I can say is that for the younger generation that's listening, if you out there, stop running out here trying to do shit for likes. Mm-hmm. Both men and women, it's a lot of fuckery going on both sides. Yeah. People doing shit for likes. It's like trying to be the cool kid in school. Yeah. And it's like when you set your phone down and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter isn't in front of you no more, you tune back into real life. Yeah. You're just another person. Mm-hmm. Nobody know who you are. Make your life matter off the phone, not on the phone. Yeah. Showing all the highlights. Basically, that's all the internet is.
It's highlights.
It's the highlights. Yeah. Motherfuckers don't want to show like what they're really going through when they're depressed or when they're going through an abusive relationship or when they just lost their job and they hustle. Like they don't want to talk about that shit. They just want to show the glory. Like when they living in when their life is on high and they ain't on the lows. And my son just walked in on the podcast. What's up? Yeah, we recorded. This what happens when you got kids. Yeah. But people they only want to show the highlights of their life and it's like that's not real. Don't get pumped up of somebody saying like taking a picture in front of a Lambo or a Mercedes or Benz. Half of the time ain't even theirs. Yeah. They just passing by. They somewhere out and about trying to make their life look like something. I'm like,
or it's rented. The rent game. Well, let me explain something, y'all.
Like,
the rent game is crazy out here.
The rent. They got this app called Turo. Turo, whatever the fuck. You can rent cars off that motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
So don't be fooled thinking that this is what they living. Like, a lot of times this is not what they living. When I post shit, I'm not fabricating nothing. Like, this is I post a whole lot of random bullshit.
Yeah, when you see me in the car on Instagram, that's a Honda.
Yeah,
that's a Honda.
You know what I mean? I'm in a Kia.
It got leather seats. It got leather seats, so it look nice. Yeah, that's a Honda. Don't be confused.
The Kia Optima cruising, saving gas. You know what I mean? Like, but y'all gotta stop trying to chase this fake identity, whatever it is, just because people start showing you attention because you was bullshitting around, and you feed into that like, okay, I gotta keep on doing this to keep on getting likes, and people don't do that. That's the trap. Yeah. That's the trap of nowadays, and people.
And you gotta pay attention to 6ix9ine, man, and how he went out, man, and pay attention to your associations and all that, because you don't want to gain. It's like in the Bible it says how you gain. You know how the worst thing you want to be is a man that gains the world and loses his soul in the process. So you have to look at 6ix9ine the same way. You have a young man who made millions of dollars or $1 million, where some of us may never touch $1 million in our life, and he gained it and lost it all in the same year. This was a 12-month span of highs to a complete low, because the truth of the matter is, I believe the precinct that he was at got hired, the district that his court case is in, they have a 90% conviction rate when it comes to these RICO cases.
Look, you don't have to make the mistake to learn. Pay attention to other people. Yeah. This is the best way you can learn, paying attention to other people's mistakes and learning, like, okay, I know that I can't exactly do that, or they wasn't exactly in a position to do this move, wop. Mm-hmm. Pay attention. Let his situation be a lesson. I mean, I pray for the kid. I hope this is a turning point for him. Yes. And he starts making better decisions, and he gets more positive.
I hope he doesn't get the maximum time. I hope his lawyers are good enough where he can get like maybe a 10-year sentence, something like a Bobby Shmurda 7 years type sentence.
He can get out and still continue.
And like, he'll still be like he'll be like
some shine shit.
He'll be like 28, 29 when he get out, but that's still you still in your prime of your life, and you can change yourself around.
Exactly.
Because the truth of the matter is, everybody needs second chances and stuff like that, man. And it's just an unfortunate situation. But switching reels. Your boy Meek Mill came out with an album today. What was it called? Championship?
Yeah, he
listen, I like this one.
He executing.
I like this one. But your boy, the old man, the billionaire.
He came through stunting. He came through. He came through.
Jigga Man. H to the Izzo.
V to the Izzy. Look, I was listening to the album or whatever. I'm like, okay. It finally dropped. Meek it's been a cool little minute since he been out. He released. He did a whole little tour and shit. He on this positive tip, trying to help on our prison reform and all that stuff. He's in a more positive direction with his life. I respect it 100,000. So all right, what are you about to do next? Everybody waiting on the music. Music drop. Okay. He got some old records that he flipping on the beginning, but then when that What's Free came on, when he this particular song he was flipping that What's Beef song,
right? That's
with the Notorious B.I.G. So on this one he had Rick Ross and Jay-Z featured on it. Rick Ross opens it up, spitting, doing it. Dropping his usual sauce, like, okay, giving you the talk, that real shit. And then Meek comes in, like, boom, that Dream Chaser sauce. Then Jay-Z, I don't know if he had a pep talk when he before you sent the track to Meek, like, yo, I kind of like just threw the whole bottle of oregano on there.
Keep all of it.
just keep all of it. Don't touch nothing. Don't change nothing. Like, he just threw the whole sauce on there. I'm going down right now saying that's probably the best verse of the year.
Yeah.
Like
I'm trying to think back to all the albums that came out this year, right? So you got to think about.
I'm just speaking on feature verses.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about. All the albums that, because you know we hip hop heads, we listen to dang near everything that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kendrick Lamar had some cool verses on the Black Panther project, but nah.
That Jay-Z verse was just. He just gave all facts.
Listen,
real game.
Did the 444 come out this year? Earlier this year, or was that the end of last year?
I think that was.
Google.
I think that came last year, actually.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
Yeah, we felt
He outdid
444 on
himself.
steroids.
He outdid himself from the 444. You understand what I'm saying?
444 on steroids.
I'm like, wow. I've been waiting for that all year. I didn't know who was going to be the person that stopped me in my tracks. Jay-Z today, boy, that man stopped me in my tracks. Salute to Hove, man.
People was sleeping thinking he like don't think my man. Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year. Well,
June 30th.
Listen, he had the best verse last year, and he had the best verse this year, hands down.
Like
consistency.
He came through like delivering like he didn't come on those super braggadocious shit, which he could have.
Right.
Like he didn't go extra political on you, which he could have. He gave you the right sauce, that street sauce, that just like is broken down to anybody can understand.
Right.
And it's like, yo, like this nigga talking some real shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I know Meek was just like, I know when Meek probably got that record back, I know he probably sat down like, what the fuck?
I gotta put it out.
Like if Jay's gonna stunt on any record, let him stunt on my fucking record. Yeah. So motherfuckers come and tune in. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna get people gravitating towards that album.
It's a good album.
You're like, it's really good. I gotta live with it some more. I was in the gym getting my, throwing the weights around to it. I want to live with it some more, really digest everything to it. But from what I gathered so far, my first couple of listens is good.
It's good.
It's a solid project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that microwave shit that people's popping out. Like
it's solid.
He's always been a spitter. Like
it's solid.
You know what I mean?
It's solid. That Jay-Z feature is amazing. Yeah, I mean to the point where I haven't listened to anything else that dropped today. Problem got an album that dropped today. I know that probably got some good turn up music on it.
Check that
and
out.
I haven't even, I've
There's
been
a lot of music
day.
that dropped this year.
Yeah.
From the Nipsey Hussle to the J-Rock to the Black Panther soundtrack.
Which is basically a TDE project.
Yeah. Who else? J. Cole dropped this year.
J. Cole's was good too.
This one, the Meek Mill, the LMA. The LMA was fire too. That was like that good classic R&B.
Yeah.
I fucks with that shit heavy. It's like a shitload of shit. And so much that you can't really keep up, and it's like it's so easy to slip your mind of what came out. But it's been a lot of good music. It's a good year for music. Let's see what 2019 brings.
Yeah, keep the momentum going.
Because it's the game is shifting. I'm seeing the shift in it. I'm interested in seeing exactly what's going to happen because not only is it just like an artist game now, it's the year. This is the era where producers are getting shine again.
Yeah.
Like I think it was actually wasn't on Meek album, but it was on one of these albums where Murder Beats was on there as a feature. Like people's like producers coming out like getting shine. Me as a producer myself, like I like seeing that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like they try to throw us in the background, but it's like at the end of the day, the song ain't shit without that beat.
Right.
Especially a lot of the music that's coming out nowadays. Like a lot of the music be alright, the lyrics be alright.
Yeah.
But it's that beat, the 808, whatever.
Really
that's what draws people in, and like that's what people be fucking with. And then they just have somebody just happen to lay like some catchy melody on there, whatever the case may be. The producer is starting to get shine. Swiss Beats is out here with a second win.
Yeah. And the album was cool.
We got Salute. Was cool. You gotta salute. That was one of my first favorite producers.
Oh, don't forget about Styles P.
Styles P
album.
working.
Yeah.
Hey, the hardest working motherfucker of 2018, as far as rappers go, is Styles P. He dropped the solo.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped a joint album, collab album with Dave East.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped the album with the Locks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that nigga working.
He
like,
working. No,
he was like, he trying to set up his retirement plan. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I got like a couple more years. I'm trying to get juices for life. Like, you know, he on his shit. And then that, I don't know if you heard. Did you listen to the Dipset album?
Yes. Oh, you know what, man? Listen, I'm still not a fan of Cameron. I'm still not a fan of Cam, but it was a breath of fresh air to hear my boy Joel Santana bringing bars.
I fuck with, they both was on there doing. You know I fuck with both of them and Jim.
I enjoyed it. I was a Dipset fan when I was. Well, I wasn't a Dipset fan. I was a Joel Santana fan, but Dipset was cool when I was young.
That Dipset and Locks track.
Mm-hmm. I have not listened. I haven't get to that song yet. I was in the gym. In the gym, and you know, in the mix of working out, you get into conversations and you kind of turn the music down. So I think I missed that one. Yeah.
Yo, that fucking song.
Yeah.
It's produced by Cool and Dre.
Okay. I ain't even heard Cool and Dre's name in a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
That, like, as far as East Coast goes, like, just like genuine hip hop, that gritty.
Yeah.
That song, hands down, was like, I don't even know. It's all it's all the stratosphere. That shit. When I heard that shit, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
The beat alone.
Yeah.
Like, I just had to throw it like I ate something sour. My face scrunched up.
Right.
Nigga, like, what?
Right.
Like, it was so crazy when I heard it. I had to listen to that shit like 3 times straight. Like, yo, these niggas. But that Dipset project, it's solid. I need to fuck with that. That came out the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Been out, about a week now?
Yeah, it's a lot of good music that came out this year. It's good to see Dipset reuniting and doing their shit.
State Property got a tour coming.
What?
Yeah, man. State Property. They got everybody from the group except for Oskino. Oskino kind of going back and forth with them, Beanie Siegels and Old Sparks and all of them. Yeah, but State Property got a tour coming out.
That Petey Crack.
Yes, sir.
Crack steak cake. I gotta hear that. I remember I used to fuck with Young Chris heavy.
I did, man. They first album, Chris and Neef.
Yeah.
When that first album came out.
That was solid, but like when they went their solo ways, like Neef, he was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
But Young Chris, like, that was that. That nigga was like, all right.
Yeah, man. I like them young brothers, man. That, like I said, State Property. Freeway was always one of my one of my favorites.
To me, he has one of the best albums all time. His first album, Philadelphia Freeway.
Yes.
Them motherfuckers, like,
they were so hungry. They were so hungry, man.
That album right there, like, it was a producer on there, Bink.
Yeah.
He did the what's that shit called? I can't remember the name, like, word for word. Something with a line. I don't know, but he did a couple tracks on there. Best records on there, to me, in my opinion. That was just like so cold. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing where shit's about to go in this next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I'm interested in seeing that. Switching reels. You read anything? Any good books lately? I see you posted thinking as a man thinketh.
Yeah, I was listening to the audiobook recently. I had to revisit that one.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it, but I always tend to go back and check like some of like the standout books.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of the books that's timeless.
Right.
You go back and you always learn something new.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this shit right here, you know. And this is the thing, like with me, you know me, but like as you said, I posted it.
Yeah.
It's not too many people out here that's sharing the information, trying to get people to really open their mind.
Yeah.
And, especially in the hip hop community, the black community, inner city community, like all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not too many people sharing information. Everybody is just so tuned in about just the outer, what's going on in the world and shit, instead of trying to really build themselves on the inside, mentally, spiritually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I've been on that wave, trying to get back on my A game as far as building my mind up.
Yeah.
You know, me, I'm going through a little transition
Yeah.
in life or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is the next step, probably setting me up
Yeah.
to make the best move that I possibly can make.
Right.
So it's like I'm revisiting stuff. I started listening to this TD Jakes book called Soar. It's for like entrepreneurs, about basically stepping out on faith and stuff like that, doing entrepreneurship. Those are the two main things I've been listening to. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts too.
That's what I've been doing a lot. It's a lot of podcasts listening to. I haven't really read too much. I think 2019 I'm gonna jump back into the reading heavy flow, because I push the 15 minutes a day. You gotta read something 15 minutes a day, make you 15 minutes smarter than you were. So I'm gonna jump into that. But the podcast, man, I really enjoy. I wouldn't even say it's a podcast, but Ebro in the morning.
Yeah,
I really like.
I fuck with
You
that.
know, some people may feel a certain way about Ebro, but I feel that he's necessary.
I'm like, at the end of the day, he's one of those people who, like, he really has the culture best interest in mind.
Yes.
You know, I don't, from regards of him, Rosenberg or Laura, like, you can tell they're genuine people, and they're not trying to do stuff for clicks and to bait people in.
Not
and
at all,
shit
because
like
they
that.
don't even take, not to diss the Breakfast Club, but they don't take all the interviews that the Breakfast Club takes. The reason why the Breakfast Club blows up as it blows up is that you can have a person who set themselves on fire, on Monday, and the following Monday, Charlamagne and them have him in the studio interviewing him. You understand what I'm saying? People are going to tune into that.
Yeah.
Ebro has a level of respect for the culture, because while 6ix9ine was doing what he was doing, I remember he said he wouldn't take an interview with 6ix9ine because I think did it was another DJ that 6ix9ine did an interview with, and when he came, he tied the red rag around the microphone.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
You understand what I'm saying? And Ebro was like,
none of that. Like he the way he didn't really fuck with none of the way that he moved.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't knock his music. He like his music, like, it's cool. It's what it's for.
Yeah.
But 6ix9ine per se, like, he couldn't really get behind that movement because his life's too messy.
It's too messy.
And I understood where he was coming from.
Yeah.
Not everybody probably understood. I understood.
Yeah.
It's on some mature shit. It's just like, sometimes you got to
sometimes
and you bring that type of energy to this environment.
Yeah.
And it might cause some type of chaos. Like, you got to be careful of what energy you invite around you.
Exactly.
If you don't watch the energy that you invite around you, and it might put you in a bad situation.
Yeah, it can taint you for sure.
Yeah, so you got to pay attention to how you're moving, how you're grooving, and be careful. But I fuck with Ebro. And they also entertaining. They're not like some cornball shit. They entertain. They all, like, be having they moments. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I've been on the Impact Theory. I think I sent you the some of the videos from there. But with Tom Bill U, he always have some intellectual type guests on there, sharing some information. I'll be soaking up game off there. Lewis House is another one. What was it called? The School of Greatness is the name of his podcast. He always has some dope people on there, like the Dame and what's his name? Dame and Sxmmnz, dude that did Fubu.
Okay.
I should know this shit too. I can't think. I had the red cup.
Yeah.
But dude start Fubu, like he went off to do Shark Tank and all sorts of shit. But he has like different people on there. What's another podcast that's Joe Rogan is always good. He be having some good people on there.
Yeah, that one about what was that you sent me about UFOs?
I sent it?
Did you send me one about UFOs? He believe in UFOs or something? Oh, going to the moon?
I don't remember.
You sent me something. It was about going to the moon, or if we ever landed on the moon or something like that.
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
That one right there had me. After a while, I was like, we ain't go to the moon. You know what I mean?
You're like, I don't think we did.
Yeah, but long story short, I'm just trying to touch on. We did a lot of hip hop talk today because it's a lot going on in hip hop. But just know in the coming podcast, we're gonna touch on everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of information that we soak up, and we just want to put out there for the coaches to so people can open their mind up, like, to different perspectives that they're not really introduced to. Yeah. Another one y'all gotta check out. I give high respects to Nick Cannon. Mm-hmm. He been on. He got this. What the fuck was it called? Cannon Class. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I sent you the link to that, but it's basically talking about like basically stuff that's informative for Black people in particular, and history and stuff like that. So I respect him on really getting back with the people, and trying to build up his people. But we're gonna definitely get a lot of information out there. We stay reading and soaking up games. Still sharp and still. If he has some information, he shares it with me, and vice versa. I share it with him, because it's like at the end of the day, shit ain't gonna. We can complain about the world and how fucked up it is, but until we do something about it, it's not gonna change. Exactly. And the change starts with you. Exactly. Become the change you want to see in the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what we on. It's trying to make the world more, just a little better. We might get some entertainment.
Make you think a little bit.
We gonna make you think. We might say some shit that's funny as fuck, like entertaining. Yeah. Like, I'm not always a serious person. Like, I play too fucking much, right? But I'm gonna give you some real shit too, though. Like, don't take that. Like, you know what I mean? Don't play me as being an idiot. Like, I'm gonna give you some real talk.
Yeah. So stick around with us. It's gonna be a nice journey.
Yeah. 2019 is
It's gonna look real.
It's looking real good right now.
Yeah.
Looking real good.
Well, you know what this is. This is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Bang, bang.